Hi, I'm Litvarski and I'm going to play GB Air Rally on the Commodore 64. This was released by Activision in 1987 and this is kind of a racing game where you race with these little ships. This was also released for ZX Spectrum and Amstrad CPC and the Amiga. On the Commodore 64 the loading times are quite bad, so you have to wait a while for the game to begin. So there's our guy, I think. Okay. So we push the button to take off. And the controls are inverted because we are flying an airplane or so. So the goal is to finish the race without crashing too many times, because crashing to other ships loses your time. There's only a finite amount of time in here. So this is pretty easy. The only problem is these other ships which are in front of you and you have to evade them. The easiest way to evade them is to change your altitude. So they usually come at the same altitude as you are. So you have to just wait for them to appear and then go up or go down, depending which is more convenient. So I would prefer to have music in game, there's only sound effects. So we get some extra time because we were so quick in the first stage. That's not really needed because this is an easy game once you know the strategy. So this is kind of a slalom because at least when I play it, I changed the altitude always to in such a way that it feels like a slalom. So first when I'm pretty low, the ships come also quite low. So I go above them. The next ships always come at the same place. They are quite up, so I go below them. And the next ships I go above and so on. So it's kind of a vertical slalom, and at the same time you have to push right or left depending on the track. So we get to the stage 3, and that's similar to the first and second. Every fourth level is a every fourth level is a special stage where you either pop up balloons or you fly a slalom kind of track. If you crash into another ship, then you don't automatically crash completely, but you just take some damage, and then when you have taken enough damage, then you crash. But you can start over because you might still have time left, so it's not a complete crash anyway. So here we have to pop up balloons, and on the right you see the amount of balloons we have to pop in order to reach the next level. Oh. So we can try again because we have still time left. We just lose some time by having another takeoff. So that was the first special course. There's also another one which we see as the stage 8. There's a kind of a slalom where you go, well, you go right and then you go left and then right and left and so on. So every level takes 4 stages, and now we have completed level 1. So I haven't noticed any, well, pretty much any difficulty change. There's maybe just a little, so that there are planes coming at different kind of intervals. So here we see only one ship at a time, and on later levels you see 2 with very close intervals to each other. That's not much more difficult. So how to make the game better? I think there should be in-game music instead of sound effects if they are not possible to do both. I'd prefer the music in this game because there's not much there's not much different sound than the motor and then the crash effect. I'd like the music more. And then it should be more challenging. There should be more ships with maybe random intervals when they come, because they come pretty regular intervals. Now it's so very easy to evade them. And they should come at different altitudes, because they seem to always come at the same altitude as the player ship. So it's too easy just to change the altitude when you see ships coming. So here we wait that we see 2 ships and then change our altitude. If we change our altitude a bit too soon, then the other ship changes the altitude as well. So it's stage 7 and not much difference to other stages. Other than the color of the land changes, but that's not affecting the gameplay one bit. Ay, ay. So level 8 is a bit more interesting than the rest of the stages. A bit. So we go right and then we go left, and this kind of slalom. So now we get the screen where we get some trophy and another picture. The woman on the right is the mayor, it seems. Or maybe not. Maybe the guy is the mayor. Anyway, we get 2 screens after 2 levels, and after 3 levels we get 3 screens, and after 4 levels we get the final 4th screen, which is the ending screen. So that takes 16 stages to get the ending screen, but then we get to the level 5 and apparently there's no ending to the game. So I'm not going to continue to those stages because the game doesn't change. It's the same all the time. So, thanks for watching.